Hi, how are you? Okay. This is the chevron stitch. This is one variation of the chevron, and it is a basic netting weave. It's very easy and appealing, and I'm using Halloween colors because it's almost Halloween. You want two high contrasting colors to start so you can see what you're doing. Using orange and black, you're going to need 2 pieces of French wire, which is it's a very fine gauge wire that's spiraled around into a tight coil like a spring, and that's used to protect your thread when you're through, when you're adding your findings, your clasp and things. Needle and thread. These are size 11 beads, and I'm just using a cheap lobster claw that I had laying around. We're going to start the stitch. You start the pattern with this order. You start with 1 contrasting, that would be the black, 1 orange, 1 black, 3 orange, 1 black, and an orange. Pass your needle up through the first black bead. You're going to form a little circle like this with both ends of the thread coming out of that first black bead. Remember to leave a long tail, 6 to 8 inches, because you're going to need it to add your clasp. Pick up 2 orange, 1 black, and another orange, and pass your needle through either one of the black beads to the side of the circle. Not the one that the thread is coming out of, but either one of the 2 that are on the side. This looks a mess, but trust me, it gets better. This is the pattern you're going to be repeating throughout the bracelet. Pull tight. This doesn't look tight because it's not very tight, but you're going to keep pulling tight to make the pattern. Pick up 3 orange, 1 black, and a single orange, and again go through the black bead to the left of where your thread is coming out of, the next black bead down. Pick up 2 orange, 1 black, and 1 orange, and go through the next black bead to the left of your work. You're going to be alternating this way, side to side, picking up 3, 2, 3, 2 of the orange beads in that pattern. You can see the pattern beginning as you pick up and work through. There are 3 orange beads on one side and 2 orange beads on the other side. This is the result of the alternating way you're picking up the beads. This is the pattern you want. Here we've worked all the way through. I've made it the length I wanted to fit around my wrist. And we're going to add a clasp, and then we're going to add some fringe. Put your needle through 1 bit of the French wire, and then through the whole of your clasp, and then put your needle through the next black bead just like you were adding another set of beads, and your clasp is attached. Now you're going to be working strictly on the side that has 3 orange beads on it. Bring your needle down through the black bead and then through 2 of the orange beads, so it's coming out through the middle bead of the set of 3 orange beads on that side of the bracelet. Pick up 5 orange beads and some kind of dangle. Here I'm using a colored glass chip and a black bead to anchor that chip down. Bring your needle up through whatever big heavy bead you're using for your fringe and pull tight so that that big bead is anchored well against your orange beads and that black anchor bead. It's holding it all together. Pick up 5 more of the orange seed beads and skip one set of the 3 orange beads that are on the bracelet and put your needle through the middle bead of the next set of 3. I hope I'm explaining this. It's hard to explain. Maybe the picture tells the story. Yay, the picture is explaining it better. Continue adding fringe this way all along the length of your bracelet. When you get to the end and you're all finished adding your fringe, weave your needle up into the beadwork and tie off that thread very securely. Put the needle onto the thread on the opposite side that you left, remember the tail you left, and add the other end of your clasp. Here I just used a wire ring that I made with another piece of French wire. Just weave it through the next black bead just like you did on the other side, and weave your needle back up, tie a good secure knot, add a little glue if you want, and you're done. I have literally made hundreds of these over the past 10 years, different ways, but this is a very simple way of doing it, and sold lots of these when I used to do craft shows. I no longer do them. I will never do them again. So enjoy this. It's a great bracelet. It's a great technique. I had a good time showing it to you. I hope you learned something. See ya. Happy Halloween.